Hey, everybody. All right.
Hey.
All right. Well, all right. Now,
All
that's what I'm
right, all
saying.
right, all right.
Hey, there you go. Savage AF is the name of the show.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?
We've
What's up?
joined forces once again. I'm
Yeah,
wearing a do-rag because America's just getting gangster, dog. So I'm just trying to fit
yeah.
in, you know what I'm saying? But that being said, listen, I'm your boy Black Pedro. This dude right here.
What's going on, y'all? This is Shang. Thank you. I wanted to say, even though it was a long ass drive back from Vegas, thank you, Vegas, for coming out and representing. Shout out to Ray Grady. Shout out to the comics who are on the show, Nick Alexander, even though he got the worst luck in the world. He got the worst luck in the world. But we're
Was he hitting them slots?
other than that, his car accidents, all kind of shit.
Oh no.
Not me, him. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, oh no.
but he'll get it together.
Yeah.
Now, Savage AF is here for you, the people, and we're normally
Hey,
here 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Pacific.
Normally, but sometimes, Pedro got to go do looping for his new Transformers movie, so I get that. And I was driving back from a gig that I got shorted money on, and now I got to go back down there, drive all the way back down there, beat them to death, and
Mm,
then drive back. It's
yeah.
a lot of energy being
Don't
expended.
announce it, Shane, because then it seems premeditated. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
And there
right.
goes your temporary
You can't
insanity
you
state.
can't just beat people. You can't talk about beating people to death ahead of time.
Mm. I
I
mean,
thought you
if you're
could.
gonna talk about it, then don't be about it.
Don't be
If you're
about it.
gonna
But
do it, just do it, and then be like, I don't know what happened. I blacked out.
I blacked
That
out.
being
What
said, we
happened?
don't typically give murder advice on the show. What we do on Savage
We
AF?
don't normally. Come on, you
Not
said some.
normally.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Yeah,
You're
I
the
wouldn't say
one
it's
that
our
got the.
thing.
You're the one with the gun arsenal.
I have no bodies, no bodies.
Nobody.
Here's what I would say though: we do, as a show, Savage AF, come to you with that politics, hot topic, current events kind of style. I don't give a fluff. We'll be cursing in about 2 minutes and 15 seconds. But in the meantime, in between time, you can catch us Monday through Friday,
Yes,
typically 3
typically.
p.m. Pacific Standard Time, typically. But always on YouTube, Facebook, and now
Now on
simultaneously along
IG
with
and also
Instagram,
on Instagram.
the IG.
You got to make sure that you're
Cheers.
all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? All right, so make sure that you do that. And also, if you do check us out, as you can see it scrolling down there, for the people that's new, and if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Make sure you subscribe. Yo, wow.
Wow, Lady Hazel May
People in
came
the
in
feed
hot.
already coming in
She
hot.
said, "I got hobo ho bodies." Okay, well, you know what?
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Well, welcome to the show then.
Welcome to the
That's how you
show,
going.
and
That's how you gonna enter the room.
you're gonna just start off like that. Throw your pussy
Uh-huh.
off.
We
Throw
gonna
your
take the
pussy off
lady
the
off
roof.
of that Hazel May.
Yeah, Hazel May, throw your pussy off
Yeah,
the roof.
yeah. Hmm.
Yes, that's how that is.
Listen, if you ever miss us live, that's your
Scrolling,
fault. That's your fault. But so the YouTube channel has all the shows archived, and when you get there, make sure you get active, clicking buttons, doing
and
things like
clicking
this.
bell like pop. Subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, you'll feel better about your life. Make sure you do that. Now, once you subscribe, I know you think you're done with your whole journey, that you feel like your journey is completed. It ain't completed. See, look at my thumbs. Throw your thumbs up. Throw your thumbs up. Throw your thumb. Okay, that's a song, I think. No, pull your pants down. No, that's not it. That's not a song. No, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up. It was the old dude that said, pull your pants up. Don't pull your pants down.
Okay, that's
I
that's the
fucked that up.
jail version. Of what
It's
we
the jail version. Pull your pants down. Pull your pants down. Pull your pants down. But make sure you give us the thumbs up. If you don't give us the thumbs up, your feet stinking. You don't love Jesus. So give us some thumbs up. The thumbs up always help.
And Jesus washes feet.
Yeah. Wow.
That was one of the Super Bowl ads. Was Jesus washing feet?
Yeah. I mean, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, I know you think that, oh, hey, that's all we got to do. No, that ain't all we got to do.
No.
You got to check us out on the one thing that means more than humanity. That's Instagram. Make sure you follow
Bam,
at
bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Black Pedro. BLACK Pedro. Black Pedro. And he's the only Black Pedro. Okay. There is no other. Okay. He's the only
Now,
Black Pedro.
I'm not claiming that, but just
Why
in the
not?
social media comedy
Yeah,
space.
yeah,
I
you
got
are the only Black Pedro comedian, period. And the other ones, all of them stink. They're bums. Their
wow.
family is filled with bums, a whole bunch of bums. But make sure you follow at Comedian Shang. If you're on my IG, make sure you follow at Black Pedro. If you're on his IG, follow me on the IG. And you're not done there. Threads.
And
You, is
no,
it?
get him. Get him.
No,
That's
no.
the twin
At Black
cousin now.
Pedro
Threads.
and Comedian Shang. Make sure you follow us on that. That's how you do that. Because
I
if you
also,
don't, Joe Biden will give you a whooping.
I take you around back. Listen, speaking of IG, I see people over here. Elena K. Let me see. Is that Mrs. G. Chant, Diva Gwen, Wendy? I see you. Jeff Curry, T1 Original. What up, cuz? I got
People
the
talking
juice.
shit already, man.
He says
Damn.
that was a garbage ad. Yeah, I mean the foot washing ad was a bit much.
Oh well, no, the Super Bowl, the ads ain't what they used to be. They're whack. I thought Usher. I put a post up about Usher, and people were really mad. About almost 10,000 people, and they got a whole bunch of people saying, "You making fun of Usher?" Yes. And if you held my woman,
Yes.
if the way he held Alicia Keys, if you held my woman like that, they would need 6 ushers for your fucking casket. Because
Yeah.
I don't play that Usher. When we know, I don't want you. Don't give my woman herpes.
Lot of work husband memes went
Yeah,
around after that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
and then over on YouTube, I see some chiming in here. Nicole H, Damani Jones, Maya's here as well. Who else we got? Lady Hazel May,
Why you
Stuns.
say her name like she's like an old
Because
black
she came,
woman that makes
because she
syrup?
came in and she brought up my hobo ho just when I was having a good week. Sean Stubbs,
AJ Fitz
Coach
here.
Thomas is here, AJ's
Ah!
here, lifting
I ain't
kilos.
got
Let's
no
go,
arms.
man. All right. So we should probably get into the show. Don't forget we're on Facebook as well. Savage A. F.
And the people, shout out to anybody, all the people on Instagram. Thank you for checking it out live. We got a pretty good amount of people over here. Shout out
Billy
to who that
Galdana, I
is.
see you.
Random, yeah. So come out. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Tonight at the Laugh Factory. I'm at the Laugh Factory with comedy. It's Comedy Juice.
Now, not just any Laugh Factory. Now, which
Oh
one?
no, I'm sorry. The West Covina Laugh Factory. If
Here
you
we
get a
go.
chance, I'm not West Covina. Covina Laugh Factory. Covina Comedy Slap. It's only one show, 7:30 tonight at 7:30. Make sure you come out. Ron G will be on the show. Walter Reyes, Stephanie Tejada, and Raymond Montoya, Ana Venezuela. It's a lot of stuff going on tonight, baby.
Why her name make you a cocaine dealer all of a sudden? You just like, okay, this is how we
I'm
doing
telling you,
it.
okay, this is what it is. It's gonna
All
be a
right,
good
man.
show. You want to get on the guest list? DM me on
Do
Instagram.
it.
Okay,
Do it.
that's how we do it.
LGSU as well. All right, man. Let's get into the show. It is
Rundown on the run up. Are you gonna give them the rundown on the
yeah,
run
no,
up?
man, let's run up on them, dog.
All right.
It is Friday, February 16th, 2024, in the time space continuum. Black Pedro comedian Shang. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. This is Savage AF, y'all. We're gonna end today's show with a Shangri, of course. We're gonna talk about when funny is, well, not funny.
Not funny.
Let's talk about it.
That's not funny.
Before we get into that, Black Pedro pop in here. I'm gonna give y'all another reason to hate the Cowboys, and
Another one.
this ain't just about football, but stick
But
around.
I hated the Cowboys because they try to act like they're the America's team and the star and all that other shit. You know what?
Star represents secession.
I hope
They
all the
want to be a
Cowboys, yeah, they want to succeed. You know, they're still trying to. Texas is still talking about that bullshit.
all right.
Succeed, bitches.
We
Bye,
know
bitches.
bye. Why we got a date? We could just yeah, we could go. All right. Before we get into that though, we do have that critical question that we ask here almost daily. Motherfuckers say what?
Yeah.
Musicians do magic?
First off, I don't know what you talking about.
I think you confused. No, I'm not confused. What we gonna see?
Excuse me.
But
Yeah.
what is not confusing, Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter, Black Pedro, comedian Shang. What's not confusing are numbers. And the tally is up to 355 mil now. That is what your boy Trumpty Dumpty, who has had a great fall. Uh, that's what he's being charged in New York for his fraudulent business practices, in which he was overvaluing properties for tax
Property.
purposes and undervaluing them for, to save whatever. So, I'm sorry, he would overvalue them to get loans and
Right.
then undervalue them to save on taxes.
Yeah. What else did he do? This is what else he did. People didn't realize. He was saying his places are way bigger than they were.
exactly, he was
Way bigger.
exaggerating the
And
size.
exaggerating the size, exaggerated the quality. We got to understand this is the same man that was sued and lost a housing fucking lawsuit where he wouldn't rent to black people. So he's a crafty motherfucker, but I guess the orange paint is coming off, Mr. Pumpkinhead, and you got to get up off that cash.
Come up off that money. Miss says I'm paying homage to Dark Hogan. Well, let me tell you something, brother. Today, justice was brought upon the pockets of what?
Oh, because you got on It's all about it, brother.
This t-shirt off, man.
When I put these hands down on you,
listen,
you'll know the meaning of pain.
I already told you.
50 million.
I'm representing gangster right here because that's what's going down. After Fonnie yesterday, after Fonnie Willis went gangster on him yesterday in court, you saw me throw it on yesterday.
What was the best thing that Fonnie said? She said, first off, I think you're forgetting that I'm not on trial. You motherfuckers. She said
that was like lies.
Yeah,
lies.
When she said you motherfuckers is on trial, you all you on trial. Just because I'm getting my fuck on, I'm a grown woman, and if I feel like getting my fuck on with another grown man, what the hell is the problem? Y'all the motherfuckers on trial for trying to steal an election. Now y'all can kiss my black ass. Next question.
Ever since then, I'm getting gangster, and Judge Engoron just hit the Trumpty Dumpty camp with I believe he was the judge in this case, with that $355 million price tag. Now listen, and again, this is for elusive and illegal business practices in New York. In addition to the $355 million, Trumpty Dumpty himself, Donald J. Drumpf, cannot do business in New York for 3 years. His sons, Beavis and Butthead, cannot do business in New York for 2 years. So 3 years, 2 years, they can't do business in the fucking state. Asset wise, they're gonna have to come up off of that, man. Trump Tower is the only thing he owns 100.
No, Trump Tower he'll have to come up off of, and he also had money that he received from overseas. I don't know if y'all know this because a lot of motherfuckers, just gloss over it. A lot of dumbass people think, as long as he gave me the stimmy, shut up, black people. Don't ever say that shit to me in my face or smack.
Smackity smack.
Okay, he got $8 million from Europe, and also his son-in-law who got, I think, 1.2 billion.
No. They got
$2 billion.
$2 billion.
It's 2.2. It was a 2 point. There was a point, right? So he gonna have to get a loan from him or something.
From the Saudis, by the way.
Right, by the Saudis who kill motherfucking reporters.
Sweet Louis Goodness, I see you. What up, cuz, man? I'm looking over on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, just know that we're over on YouTube as well.
Follow us on YouTube.
Just know that we're on Instagram. And just make sure you're following all of us. Follow each
other.
Follow us
on goddamn YouTube.
Build a community.
Don't make me tell you twice.
So this is really gonna hurt pockets, right? Because it's over $355 million. TK, I see you, lovely. Plus, he just got hit with
83.
80. But you know what I realized? It's not just 83.3 million that he owes her, E. Jean Carroll. Trumpty Dumpty actually owes her 88.3 million because he was already hit with the $5 million fine.
That's right.
For the actual assault, for the actual graping, for the vintage wine that he did. And then the 83.3 is for defaming her after being hit with the 5 million. Or 83.3. So it's 88.3.
I'm gonna have to do this, and it just keeps getting better.
Wait, there's more.
But wait, in March, he has to go in New York when New York's like, hey, yo, for real, I'm gonna need you to see you up in court, son.
Trial
You know what I'm
starting.
saying? You was fucking a porn star while you was like your woman was pregnant and you was paying the bitch off. You got to pay that, son. Like the judge had on Tim's. I knew it was gonna be on
Yeah.
when the judge had on Tim's.
AJ said no one will back a bond for him. He's a liability when he's in court. So listen, this empire, like this is gonna hurt. Their inability to do business in New York will hurt. That doesn't mean they don't. I mean, I go to Vegas. I see there's still a Trump Tower there, right? Like he has properties elsewhere, right? Mar-a-Lago and all this other dumb shit, whatever, right? But he, not being able to do business in New York, it's supposedly your hometown,
Right.
where you live. That's gonna hurt pockets, and your sons won't be there to carry it on because they're out for 2 years.
So you fate. All right, but check it
No,
out.
they're out for 2 years.
No, we're
And
good.
Ivanka, her and Jared, they done got the money from the Saudis, and they're
And they
like,
bounce.
"Yo,
Yeah.
you poor people, call us later when you get
it's
your
like
money
talk
back."
among yourselves, papas. Now
We'll be
check
on
this
our
out.
yacht.
AJ Fitz said 300 mil is the start. After added fines, taxes, it'll be 400 mil. So you got to think. Go ahead.
No, but and then you add the 88 in there, plus this isn't even the what's the other case? Oh, the hush money case. Like
That's Stormy Daniels.
but yeah, no, but if you take this 355 plus the
Plus
88,
88.
he's in that 400 and he's heading towards $500 million of
And
money that he's
fines
gonna owe in fines and
fines
restitution.
and restitution and also this is the other thing that I think is good. Even though, by the way, everybody in the feed, I see y'all talking shit. I ain't paying you a motherfucking dime. All right, I ain't paying
They
you.
want their money. I'm telling
I
you,
ain't
they're
paying you
gonna
a
come
dime.
for you,
I
bro.
told you the deal was I will give each one of y'all and fuck it, in
Fuck
IG
it.
too. Fuck it. I'll give people in IG and the people on YouTube. I will give y'all now if the money's gone up to $18,000 each.
Dollars? Are we talking about dollars?
Yeah. Okay, but the point is,
Okay, no,
18,
that's
18
it.
if he goes to jail.
U.S.
If they
dollars.
actually US dollars, $18,000 each to every one of y'all.
No, why?
Each one of y'all.
Yeah.
If Trump actually goes to jail. I'm not
speaking-
talking about a holding cell. I'm talking about jail.
Speaking of payouts, though, Philly Gal Dana over on IG, she says he already paid the $5 million, and next week his attorney is going to start seizing his assets. I think what he did with that, and you're right, Philly Gal Dana, he already paid the $5 million. I think what he did is like sometimes when you look at all the bills on the table and you just like, all right, should I pay the $2,000 bill?
Or do I?
Or the $23 bill? You're like,
thing.
well, I got the 23 right now.
Right.
Let me go ahead and get that out the window.
Should I get the milk or fill up my gas tank? That's where Trump is at. And this is the wild shit. With the 355 mil he goes, you could buy a motherfucking jet. I don't mean a jet.
You want to start a military?
If you want to start you could. That's how much one of these costs. The F fighter jet is $355 million. So you know what? Oh wow!
And that's why he's Professor Grift. Lady Hazel May points out the obvious. She says, his followers are going to start a GoFundMe. Well, he's been, you're right, and he's been using their money to pay his court fees,
right?
Just to get to the fines that he's gonna need them to pay for.
Even though Biden is a weak ass candidate, and I think the Democrats is a bunch of pussies, they are. Stop it. Anybody in the feed want to come test me? You want to test me? Come test me now. I'm telling you, they need to be banging this home that he's a grapist. Let's be real. He's a grapist. He had to pay for defamation of character another $10 million and $355 million in fraud, which he has been found, liable of.
That's done.
That's a done deal. It's a done data. So the bottom line is, what is it the Republicans could run on and say, yo, this is our man's right here. Okay, he's a little strapped on cash. I get that. But you know what I mean? He could be president. I know he's been caught for fraud and sexual assault and and racism, and he lost race housing cases and the Central Park Five, and the list goes on and on. But yo, this is our man's right here.
You know what it feels like, bro. And by the way, all the people on IG, Miss over here on YouTube, she's our Minister of Defense. She says people on IG ain't getting shit. Y'all not getting any money.
Well, you know what?
Y'all between platforms, y'all might need to work that out. But what I will say is
was that Miss Ever? Listen,
yeah, that's Miss Adverb.
Hey, how's your 49ers doing? Do a well check.
Oh
Do a
wow!
well
Check on your strong
yeah,
friends.
check on your strong friends, because guess
Hey,
what? 49ers ate a planet of dicks at the Super Bowl. Munch,
nah,
munch,
it
munch,
wasn't
crunch, and
quite like
crunch,
that.
crunch.
But with your boy Trumpty Dumpty, it does feel like some insane game of presidential tag where he's running around trying to escape the law, and all he has to do is get back to the Oval Office, which is home base, and then he's safe. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
all of these things that are being done, he is trying hard to dodge all of this. What does Miyu say? In order to appeal the judgments, he has to put up the money in equal amounts in assets. That's interesting that he hasn't done it so far. Well, Miyu, you're right, and AJ Fit mentioned something earlier, which is that he's having hard time getting bonded or backed. By any company out there, any reputable. he he gonna end up on another Putin tape or whatever, trying to get this money. But
Yeah.
the reality is, he doesn't have it. Like
No, I think he will have it. This is what I'm going to say about the
this is the
American.
grift. He
I'm going to tell
doesn't.
you why the grift is going to work, because the American public is fucking frighteningly stupid. And when I see a whole bunch of, not a whole bunch of black people, this percentage of black people online, I fucks with him. I fucks with Trump. He gave me the stimmy. And how come bread wasn't so high then? It's called, the inflation is actually from fucking corporations gouging it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this again to you fucking dummies. And you're fucking dummies, and you're from a long line of dummies if you think that Trump gave you the stimmy. In fact, he fought against it. So let me be clear, it was Congress that gave you the stimmy. It was both Congress that gave you stimmy. It wasn't Trump. It was already in the mix. He didn't release a whole bunch of black people from prison. That's bullshit. It was already in the mix, and it was actually a Republican and a Democrat that did a bipartisan thing to make sure that it gets some of the people that you thought he got out of jail. He got out of jail. He didn't. So all that bullshit, he's talking shit. He's talking shit.
Gun violence went up 34%. Listen, and he's out here bragging about that, like we did nothing about gun laws. It's like, yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Philly Gal Dana over on IG says, just wait until shit starts coming out about the classified documents. We will eventually find out who he sold documents to. And that's a whole other tub of popcorn, girls. Talk that talk. I can't wait. But for now, we do know, as we've known for a while, that he was always a shady businessman. And while they tried to, assert that this was kind of normal practice to kind of, tweak numbers in order to get, the best deal or interest rate, he obviously was doing it above and beyond what anybody else was, and beyond a degree of acceptability. So that's a lot of money. Any rich man that's wealthy, whatever it does, that's a lot of money.
That's
And
a lot of
it's
money.
piling up.
But you think he's going to get hit with more? I think he's going to hit with more, because I think he's going to say something about E.G. and Carroll. I think he's going to slip up and say something, and her lawyer's literally sitting there going, "Say something, bitch. Move, bitch. Come on."
As of right now, and please, anybody out there, correct me if I'm wrong or help me out here. I don't think there's any more like money cases out there, right?
No, what I'm saying, no, there's no more money cases, but
I mean, right now. No,
but I think
he's saying he could. Yeah, he could.
No, he doesn't have any fucking control. If you look at him in this last, when he did the thing in Utah, one of his rallies in Utah, he was saying he wants, we're gonna make the UN pay and all kind of crazy shit. He don't got no filter. He's fucked up in the head. He's delusional, and he's gonna say something that's gonna be against that woman, and they're gonna be right back in court. They're gonna ask for more money. I think he's just has no control. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody be saying this shit. I see y'all the feet be saying this shit to me on my IG. Stop it. I'm not saying Biden is the best thing. He's not. And age does matter. And I'm sorry. I'm not. If I'm an ageist, whatever. But if you talk about who's more of a wackadoo, I'm
Yeah,
thinking Trump is more of the wackadoo.
absolutely. And then T1 Original over on IG. What up, cuz? He said, did people forget about the Electoral College? Listen, that's a whole other thing. The fake electors, and that case. Well, that's actually what's going on in Georgia. That's about fake electors.
And what? But one
I
of the
think
fake.
Pennsylvania might bring another
It's
case.
Pennsylvania. It's going to be
I don't think
Pennsylvania,
there is a case in
but
Pennsylvania
they
yet,
are,
but I think
and
they might
also
bring one though.
Vegas. I mean,
Nevada.
Vegas, Nevada. I'm sorry, but check this out. This is the other thing about it. If Fanny's Wilson's case gets pushed back, because the other case pertaining to fake electors got pushed back, and that was 11 months ago, and they had to get a new prosecutor, and they still haven't gotten it yet. That means that if they take her out, which they shouldn't, there's no fucking way that they
Oh
should.
no, she blew it, bro. She went in there and blew up their whole spot yesterday. I couldn't
Yeah,
get my foot up yesterday, but
yeah,
she kicked in the door.
waving the
You know what I'm
faux
saying?
faux.
She kicked in the door.
It's like I don't know. You know what? I know I wasn't supposed to be here, but I'm here now. What you gonna do, bitch?
I happened to be driving past. What was that shit you had said? Y'all left the window open. I heard that.
Pedro had told me about it, and then I watched it after I got back home later that night. Shout out to the Crow, very good comedy club, funny crowd. I mean, great crowd, funny comics. But
No, you know what
I didn't know she went in that hard. You
well, it
didn't
was
say she went in.
unexpected.
Yeah, she went in harder than I anticipated.
No, but that's the thing. It was totally unexpected what she did. Like nobody, B Rose said it. Finally, she walked in guns blazing. I'm telling you, like nobody was expecting her to appear that day in that moment. Like she really ran up on her own lawyers. Like
Yeah,
they were in the midst of arguing against her being called. And she walked in like, no, I got this. She bro, I was saying it yesterday. She sat down and just started talking. I've never seen a witness do that. She sat down and she was like, yes. She was grabbing the mic. First of all, I wanted to be known. She just started adjusting shit okay, first all these lies are about to be. No, I'm here
yeah.
about the lies.
You mean I'm here about when you lied, and then the wild shit when the woman the horrible prosecutor said some more lies, and she actually checked her and said, no, 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 you already did all this invasive shit about me. I don't know. I'm not gonna talk to you about shit.
Now I'm gonna tell you a story. Oh, listen, she had eyebrows up. She was, she was that wide eyed. Like, I'm sorry, what?
Wow.
No,
Did you know
what?
that
What had
now
you said?
the people in the feeds, Fanny is who we need for a case against me?
Oh wow,
Wow. Yeah. So
she she is a RICO lawyer, bro, and
I'm
she's
not
taking.
paying y'all shit. All you
Right.
people in the feed, we've been talking about this for almost 6 months. I told you it has to be Trump in jail. You motherfuckers still want to kind of argue with me and try to make it something else. Trump is not going to jail. A white nation full of white people who like to do whitey fucking cleanup shit are not going to let this man go to jail. Just like they pardoned Nixon. They shouldn't have pardoned Nixon. That motherfucker should have went to jail. He was breaking into places and
Well, there
taping
was no
shit.
they. It was just
It was
Gerald Ford,
Gerald
pardon
Ford.
Nixon.
Gerald two look like he got two brain, one don't work forward. It's just like that's what happens.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you right now, Trump, if he keeps racking up the amount of money he's at least I've seen so far, how is he gonna have anything to when is he gonna be able to run against
He's gonna
Biden?
have to live in the bathroom where he used to keep the secret documents. Because by the time all of that is done, he won't have any property left. I mean, he's gonna have to sell off stuff, and and they're already. And when I say sell off, I mean turn over to them. But like he's already like the company's already under watch, so
Yeah,
it's not like they can sell shit out the
sell
back
shit off,
door.
right? Out the back door,
And be
like
like, I don't have
but you know
nothing.
what? When he doesn't have a place to live, like when they have to sell Mar-a-Lago, I heard Marjorie Taylor Greene say, "You can live with me. All you gotta do
Yeah,
is just live with me. I'll just come stay with me, and you can be my boyfriend."
every man got to earn his keep
Whatever.
around here.
Now, first off, I need you to help me floss.
You good at roping the cattle. Skinning live rodents.
Skinning. Wait a minute. What?
That's
No,
what she looked like. She was skinning live rodents.
she's attractive woman.
There's meat under there. I'll tell you that. You can
But
use the bones for seasoning.
anybody in the feed, by the way, make sure that you follow us on IG. Very important. It's very important to your health, welfare, and America.
Kiku, the legacy lawyer. I see you over there. D Hines.
Yeah, follow us on at Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang on the IG. All right, but for the people that's already in IG, you know what it is. See, I got somebody. Cadillac Cool said, of course he's not going to jail because that would go against everything they stand for. Him going to jail would open a Pandora's box that would never recover. We would never recover.
We're already in the box. The lid is off, bruh. I'm trying to tell you. We are in the middle of the box right now and can't find a way out the wrapping paper. Maya Baker said that's what Laura Trump is for, to head up the GOP committee so they will give him money. No, she did say that there would be no more like spending of money on photo shoots or whatever the fuck Rona Romney McDaniel was spending her money on, but that strictly all the money would be to get Donald J.
Now,
Trump
you
elected.
don't think his followers will start sending in $5, $10, $20? I'm telling you, all you got to do is talk. Yeah.
Back in my grandpappy's day, good man's tooth was worth at least $5.
Yeah, so I think his followers are going to try to bail him out, and I don't think they're not going to have enough money. And I know they're probably really upset about it, but right now his followers really are sending him gobs of money, but he's spending it just on the lawyers. It's just on the lawyers. And that's still like, and he ain't paid them yet. And he fired the one bitch immediately. No. What's her name?
Alina Habba.
Alina Habba got fired like right after that. She's like, why'd y'all do that to me? I got good pussy. This don't make no sense.
Sometimes she kind of looks like a fucking Thundercat. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
yeah, bro. I seen a couple pictures of her. I'm like, Chitara, is that you? Nicole H says we in the season finale of the US. Make sure you binge watch all year. That's why I'm drinking, y'all. Shit. I'm curled up on the couch watching America end.
Pedro, I talked to him on the phone. He's like, it don't matter what I'm saying. It don't matter.
Nothing fucking matters.
Look.
Okay. I'm gonna drop a special. They gonna drop a bomb. It's gonna be
yeah. And by the way, the special Black Pedro is engaged. Will be coming out. We will let you know what the deal is when it comes out, and that's what it is. But I think that this last hit, and you see the pictures of him, man. I mean, he always looks like he's taking a shit, but when they hit him with that 355, he was like, oh, he wanted to act like, that's a lot of money.
One of the worst things I've seen a human do.
Yeah, I mean, why would you do that? But I mean, right then it was like, oh, I'm burning. It's a wrap. That's a 355. God damn. That means that. Okay, so when I read some of the stuff online from the fraud case, all right, the judge said he has a complete lack of contrition, bordered on pathological.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's what I mean. Yeah, that was a lot of the judge's commentary. Apparently, it was a 90-page decision, but he did say that, like, even if it does happen a lot, like, they're not even willing to be like, my bad. You know what I mean? They're more like, everybody does it, so get the fuck off my dick. And it's like, wow.
And the judge, a couple times,
you probably shouldn't talk to a judge like that.
The judge, like, wow. Oh, so you're trying to threaten me? Got it. You know, I'm going to be ruling on this next week. You know that, right? And there is no purge that can save you. You just, But I mean, he really thinks that because his followers are crazy as fuck. And I mean, I was watching some video on Tickety Talk on the TikTok, and how his followers took this ruling. They were like, "Oh, you come after us, we're coming after you. Biden, you and your corrupt son or have to pay us $400 million." And the dude that was interviewing the dude started laughing. He said, "What you laughing at? Get out my face!" And he just ran off. It was hilarious. A little white dude, I forget his name. He interviews Trump supporters, not the one from Comedy Central. This other dude, and these people lost their fucking mind. And we're gonna make Biden and his corrupt son Hunter Biden. What do you say? You're gonna pay us $400 million. And then the guys like started laughing, and he went and he just walked off. His brain, I guess, just short circuited. So we're gonna
Speaking
move on
of
to the next thing.
Short-circuited brains, Miss Adverb, I prefer to be called Hulk Pedro instead of Pedro Hogan.
Yeah.
Don't try and change.
That makes you sound like you wanted the Hulk Hogan's family.
Yeah,
Pedro Hulk Pedro, a little bit more flair to it. And by the way, I don't know why you're saying anything, Miss, because you need to be out there saving the lives of San Francisco 49ers fans,
man,
who are about to split their wrist, and they're all drinking and running around going, nothing matters, and it's fucking over.
Greatest ever in the world over on Instagram. He says, Pedro looking gangster. Bro, listen, the world's over. It's done.
The world's over. It's done.
It's some gangster. Fonnie Willis got gangster in court yesterday. We about to get ghetto right now in this next clip. So I was just like, let me join in. Let me blend in. You know what I'm saying?
Blend. Hey, sprinkle.
My waves don't come natural either, dog. I gotta tame them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. So right here on Savage AF, although we are not technically an accredited journalistic
I told
source.
you, speak for yourself. I took one online. It took me 20 minutes.
Sorry.
I am an accredited. Shang Forbes is an accredited journalist per se. If Tucker Carlson's considered a journalist, I'm the head of journalism.
If he can go give Vladimir Putin head on world TV, then
man.
All right. So but I think the hardest hittingest question that anybody has ever asked in all of journalism ever has been this.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah.
Wow.
All right, man. So this is one that gets me, and this is why I have a problem in the social media spaces and all of that, because it's like it's so lacks education and thought and brain cells that we end up with shit like this. And I'm sorry I couldn't pull the video. I couldn't get the video to my computer to pull it into the show. But I'm gonna give you all this real quick. Just I'm sure you've seen it, but I need to talk about it.
What do you know? That you're a musician. But that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician. What the fuck that mean? Make magic or something? What is musician?
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not no musician. I make music. I make music. And that's not all I do. I make music. I act. I'm a TV star too, a young mogul.
Just really quick, I think you're confusing.
I'm not confusing nothing because you don't know. You thought that all I was a magician or whatever the fuck you said.
See, that's what I think you think I said. No, I said musician, not magician.
I don't think, baby. I don't think. What is that? That's ghetto. I don't think. I know.
So you
think.
I didn't say magician, Suki. I said musician. And I think you are a musician.
No, baby, I do music.
So you just really quick for the record, could you say you don't think you're a musician?
I'm not none of that.
But then after that, you just said I do music.
Yeah, I do music.
So in other words, you're a musician.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Bro, I don't know what to tell you, dog.
No.
Come on, man. Because you can't serve it up to them like this.
No,
bro.
She said, long as she got good pussy.
Bro, you can't. Pussy. No, listen, black people, we can't give it to them like this.
Yes, you can.
And no, nigga, musician
I'm
is not.
Her. I'm marrying her.
This is not
my new wife.
This is not some hard word or like some new concept.
I don't think that's ghetto.
If somebody says you're a musician and you say, no, I'm not, I do music.
Is it Pound Town? Suki from Pound Town or some shit?
I really don't know who this chick is. Her name is Suki something, right?
Suki from Pound Town. What is her name, people in the feed? Suki from And it just don't mean. And people say, "Oh, you don't know nothing old school." If that's the
Suki
case, I'm
sucks at
saying,
thinking. I know.
yeah, I know. I don't think that's
This
ghetto.
bitch said, "I don't think." What is that? That's ghetto. I know. Ah,
She's an artist. Lady Hazel May said she's an artist.
yeah. The art of what the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
the
You
art of
dumb
stupid.
fuck. And listen, and
that's not sexy red.
and the
Damani
white chick
Jones.
too. I don't know what her
I know
name
the
is,
white
but
chick is.
I know she's blowing up for like doing these not these kind of interviews, but
She's
like
getting all
did
these
she do
big
one
name
in a bed? Like she was doing interviews in her bed at first, right? I
Yeah.
think. And
And somebody, all these people got mad at me because on the feed I said, "How the fuck is she interviewing like Matt Damon and all these other people other than maybe her
she's
parents?"
usually like dry
Right.
and like
And so she's getting it, but no, that's not sexy red. Sexy red is the other one. My booty hole's brown and my gonorrhea is green. That's sexy red.
yeah.
This
Okay.
is Pound Town. As long as my pussy's good, whatever the fuck she said, and she's horrible, worthless. Somebody, oh wait, somebody, Ken _ Mad Skills said worthless. It's like,
Listen,
but black women, there's black women, unfortunately, that look up to her. Talking about as long as I can get pregnant and have a baby and this pussy's good and all that other goofy shit. And then they wonder why men look at you like, well, all I want to do is smash because that's all you offering. I mean, it's women like that.
Maya Baker said my mama energy was crying at seeing this. I wanted to save her so badly. You know what it was? It's like one of those things when it's like I don't know what kind of vibe they right before the cameras turned. I don't know what was created there or how it was going or how deep into that interview they were, if that was the beginning or whatever.
Right.
But it seemed like one of those situations where like she wasn't gonna let this white girl tell her nothing. And it's like in the midst of all of that attitude, like you don't know what the word musician is, but you do music. And it's like if somebody was like, and now presenting comedian Shane, he's like, oh, what that mean? I ride comets everywhere, nigga. I look like a comedian to you.
Hey, and now the baker, Black Pedro. I don't bake. I don't be baking stuff. But you're
do
a baker.
Comedy, nigga. I tell jokes. I make people laugh.
It was so embarrassing, and somebody said during Black History Month, exactly.
Just gave up the whole fucking thing to the white folks.
And white people
in the midst of cooning on another platform, she now out here just president of Cooniversity of Mississippi.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Kuntisha definitely is. That's not where it stops. I've seen other videos of her walking around with her ass out. She pulled her ass cheek out while she was in Paris and said, "Cause look at it. This cheeks is good. You want to hit me in my butthole and stuff." And I'm not joking when I say that.
You ever thought while you're bent over shaking your ass, you could have a book on the ground and like just go through it, just flip through the motherfucking dictionary and see what word you could Google. What do people who do music be called?
Wow. And Breezy JJ said, in her defense, music and magic both start with an M. And have 5 letters each.
And have 5. But she took musician and turned it into magician, right? She was like, wait, no. Let's go again.
Let's go again.
No, let's reanalyze and let's just start over.
For all the people that are trying to defend her, fuck you.
And I know Breezy was fucking around.
I know, but
let's go through one more time.
I really mean that deeply. Fuck y'all. Don't defend her.
No. Nicole says audiobooks are better for shaking ass. I hate y'all. All right, hold on. Look.
All you people that think she's dope.
Oh shit, come on. Not play.
You got it? You got it?
You know that you're a musician. But that's why I'm interviewing you today, so I can get to know you.
So I'm a musician.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck that mean? Make magic or something? What is musician?
I think you're confusing that.
Yeah, I'm not no musician. I make music. I make music. And that's not all I do. I make music. I act. I'm a TV star too, a young model.
I just really quick, I think you're confusing.
I'm not confusing nothing because you don't know. You thought that all I was a magician or whatever the fuck you said.
See, that's what I think you think I said. I said musician, not magician.
I don't think, baby. I don't think. What is that? That's ghetto. I don't think. I know.
So you
Think.
I didn't say magician, Suki. I said musician. And I think you are a musician.
No, baby, I do music.
So you just really quick for the record, could you say you don't think you're a musician?
I'm not none of that.
But then after that, you just said I do music.
Yeah, I do music.
So in other words, you're a musician.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
All right, man. Listen.
How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel?
Listen, man, that shit is amazing, dog.
That shit is embarrassing. That shit is
but like
horrible.
she gave away the
It's
keys to the game. Niggas
hey,
don't get
you know what? Y'all
for it.
need to just start kicking black babies down the street because white people just we gave you. And
Shane, we ain't no podcast host. We host podcasts.
Hey man, I'll be
mean.
I'll be
whatever you call me.
podcasting. I'll be podcasting while we pod.
I just cast
do
out
music.
my pods, but I
do music. I'm a hoe. I'm a dirty hoe. I do all of that.
She's like, I ain't no actor. I just make believe.
Should we make people are getting mad? All right. So listen, the people that got mad, I want you to know
Who got
something.
mad? Mad at who?
On IG. Listen, I want to say this
Mad
to you
about
clear.
what?
About it, we shouldn't be dissing. Somebody said, "Oh, you can't diss a black woman for getting her money." Listen, I got a little.
Yes, I can.
By the way,
what?
The person that said that, here you go. That's for you. That's for you.
If you are a black woman assassin out there who's working
Dumb
for
is
some
dumb,
international crime syndicate, I'm dissing your work right now. Okay, go back to school, get your life together.
Right. Dumb
There's
is
a bunch
dumb.
of work you can diss out there. Okay, there's women drug dealers out there. I'm gonna diss you for getting your money like that, just like I diss male drug dealers. Right? Stop.
Suki.
And this has nothing to do with getting your money. Sorry, I'm sorry.
No.
This is just.
Wow.
She doesn't know the word musician, but says she does music.
And
like that's a hard. Like I really need. If you're really defending this, I really need you to sit for a minute. Like, could you ever say you do something but not know the title of what you do?
Right.
Like, nigga, we tell jokes on stage. If either of us were ever like, I ain't no comedian, I just tell jokes. Like, we would sound fucking insane. Like, what's wrong with you?
Okay, I just want to say to Shawnee, her name is Shawnee. Shawnee, I understand you're upset, but you know what? Why don't you meet me at Pound Town? Apparently, that's her song.
D Hines, my homie, he says it hurts. Give her grace. She knows she's
no. I'm not giving her grace. No more grace.
Because she wasn't graceful during it either.
Yeah, exactly.
Like she gave a white girl spice.
Ammo.
She gave her some like the white girl was trying to belittle her, and that was a really neutral fucking thing. She was like, "So you're a musician?" She, fuck you, call me.
Okay,
like,
okay. Nicole H is saying,
listen, you done took civil rights movement back 82 years.
This is Pedro. This is saying to you, I'm not a banker. I work at a bank.
right. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, you. Please don't tell me you do something and don't know what it's called.
Some people said, and when in the feed, when I said something, and a bunch of people started attacking me, which I don't care. They said,
James, like, come on.
Come on. No, I said, yo, if y'all big up this dumb bitch one more time, like, I couldn't handle it. It just slipped out. And people were saying, well, she's getting her bread. What about you? They always try to put it on me, and and then
her bread is dumb. Her bread is extremely uneducated bread. It's the dumbest bread.
You're the dumbest person in the world. But the bottom line is dodo. The bottom line is Candace Owens is somewhere rubbing Jello on her nipples, happy as hell, because this is just ammo. And all of these black coontastic ass people, they are really going to be incredibly happy to use this clip to demean us. That's it. Oh, wait a minute. Kuchadamas comes in hot. Wait, go ahead.
No, I'll go back to Cooch. All right, he says we got to stop bringing down other black people. Look, she a dumb bitch.
Look, I know some people we got to get them, and I'm not a player. I just crush them.
Oh no, I fully believe we do have to take down some black people. Tim Scott, come on down. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no musician.
I love you, Trump. I love everything about you.
Musicians
Pull your
do magic.
Dick out and let me suck it. I mean,
Miss Adverb says, "I'm not a player. I just crush a lot." Now, listen. I think that was being cheeky.
That was being cheeky.
That line was cheeky. You know
that
what I'm
was a
saying?
big
They
pun
knew what they
line.
was doing when they said that.
Yeah, stop it.
This hoe heifer had no idea.
This hussy didn't know what she was talking about.
YT Johnson, you late. I'm not taking the do rag off this episode.
Yeah.
We went gangster. Okay, this is in honor of Fonnie Willis for kicking the door, waving the fofo.
Now,
This is for that gangster ass $355 million that motherfucking Donald Trump got to pay, and this is
plus another
this is
10
for
million.
ghetto bitches that don't know what the fuck a musician is, but do music.
Right. Yeah. And by the way, people that are fighting in the feed, I love it because you are actually not calling each other names. You're just saying what it is.
Let's go.
Cadillac Cool said it's unadulterated stupidity. Then the other person says, Shawnee again says, but she's getting the bag.
Yeah, a bag of bricks to her fucking bloated brain. Like, listen, guys, listen. This is the thing. There's so many ways to earn money in this world. Like, literally, some people can just open up their booty or their coochie and get money, right? Getting money doesn't necessarily take a lot of brains. And on this, not on just on this show, but in my life in general, I don't respect just getting money. Like, I respect intellect, to a certain degree.
No, you know what?
Sure, give me some money. I love it. But
no, if it's late at night and there's nobody else around, and Suki said, "I'm gonna take you to Pound Town," would you do it?
I mean, listen, sex with her isn't like I don't even need to reduce it to that.
She says she got good pussy.
I'm gonna keep. Money. Honestly,
that's how the interview started off. Actually,
no, because this isn't like I'm not telling her to shut up and suck dick, right? Like what I would like to, the message I would like to send to her is that like she got all huffy puffy, hoity toity, high and mighty, while admittedly not even understanding the word that the girl was using, right? She's like, "Oh, whatever the fuck you call me, what the fuck that mean?" Right? Instead of being like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that term. Could you enlighten me?" Like,
okay.
Like, open your fucking mind to learn. Like, you're admitting that you don't know what the word musician means, which is
also she's
fucking weird. But okay, but you do music, but you're not even in a place where you could admit that you don't know shit, because there's nothing wrong with not knowing a thing. Right. What's wrong is like not wanting to learn. Oh, I don't think I know. But bitch, you don't know. You don't even know what fucking musician means, but you don't.
And by the way, Coochie Thomas's wife
said, I'm out.
No, you ain't getting no. We gotta finish the show. Coochie Thomas's wife is here, 206 in it.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, Shang and Black Pedro. I'm Coochie Thomas's wife, which I met you and Cooch. This generation is ignorant and they don't even care. I agree with you. I'm not.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's like she didn't even care to try to learn while admitting that she doesn't know what the word musician means. Right. She's like, fuck that man. Fuck you tell me. It's like, well, if you don't know what the word means, like you could Google it right now. You could have asked her what it meant. It would have simply somebody simply could have said like, and really the girl is telling her, she's like, but that's what like somebody who does music is a musician. That's what
he said. You don't know what you're talking about. She got an attitude because let me tell you something, black women, and this is not because I know white women do it too, but I'm specifically speaking to black women. Let me speak to you for a second. I'm gonna take my glasses off, look you out in the face. Listen, if you don't know shit, ask questions. Don't get an attitude about your ignorance. Don't keep going down the ignorance rabbit hole and, just keep digging that hole. All right. Musicians do music. You dumb hussy.
If you do a thing, know what it's called.
Yeah.
She's like, what do you do for a living? I don't really know. Well, what does your job entail? Oh, well, I follow doctors around and then help patients all day. Oh, you a nurse? I don't do no nursing. Nigga, I follow doctors and help keep people alive.
But
fuck you mean, bitch. I'm way more than that. I could dance. I could sing. I'm in the choir. I could rollerblade. I was once on an episode of Soul Train.
Yeah. So, well,
I won a science fair in 3rd
we're gonna
grade.
move past that because I'm starting to get dumber and dumber talking about her.
Nigga, I could jump rope.
I, you know what I'm saying? You know
Nigga,
what?
double dutch champion.
If I go fishing, I don't be fishing because I ain't no fisherman.
But I ain't no jump roper. I
Yeah,
ain't no hopscotcher.
imagine that was your lady and you was trying to argue with her about something. Oh my God. That relationship, whatever man or woman ends up with this woman is gonna have problem after problem. Somebody is gonna be domestic violence is gonna happen. Because
See, Miss getting it confused. She said, but is she really musical? I ain't say I was musical. I said I do music.
and wait, she said I'm an actress, I'm an entrepreneur. So we're gonna
I look like musical to you?
yeah.
Whatever the fuck you call me. I ain't musical,
It was
bitch. I
just
do
sad. It
music.
was sad. And you know what else? You know what else is sad? If y'all don't start following us on Instagram and not only Instagram, but Instagram at Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang, and following us on the goddamn YouTubeage. The YouTubeage. Make sure you subscribe to the channel before we get into the Black Pedro pop in. I got to put this on there right now to make sure y'all know. Follow us on Instagram. It's scrolling down there at the bottom for our YouTube, and follow us on the Instagram too. But do this real quick for us. You ring the bell so you get an alert to let you know when we're on. Okay.
Right,
So
y'all.
sometimes we ain't on, and sometimes we are because
Sometimes we are.
because Pedro's
life.
doing movies. I'm busy sex trafficking. A lot of work.
I will be on ABC on a show
Tonight.
called Not Dead Yet. Not tonight, but next Wednesday.
Yes.
Episode 3, Not Dead Yet, season 2. But you'll be hearing about it all week.
Oh
next
yeah,
week.
we're gonna talk about that. We
We're
gotta
gonna
make
get
sure
into it.
and make sure y'all
It'll
watch
be
the
there.
show.
Don't blink because you'll miss me. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna give it to you like
this.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro popping in, hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another popping to let you know what's popping. All right, man, I'm gonna give y'all another reason to hate the Cowboys. And listen, this isn't actually about football, but on a quick,
I got there's 2 reasons to hate, but go ahead. You do the one.
on a quick glance, a shallow dive into the subject, because the thing came across my feed. I found out that the term cowboy was originally a derogatory term for black men who worked in the cattle ranching industry. So white guys were referred to as cattlemen or cattle ranchers or hands.
And the black guys were
And the black guys were known as cowboys.
Cowboys.
Like, hey, go get that cowboy. Hey, boy, go get the cowboy. Hey, bring the cowboys over. So it became that. And then somehow miraculously, through our immaculate ability to produce swagger out of nothing, somehow the term cowboy became so popular that white people wanted to use it, much like the term nigga.
Yeah.
Now, once quite derogatory, once adapted by black people and made to be cool, now they're like, well, why can't we say it?
And why can't we be cowboys, nigger boy?
Jerry Jones is like, so I can change the team to nigger boys. But here's the thing.
Sad.
They call the Dallas Cowboys America's team. And when I say they, I mean white people.
Right.
And maybe they are actually that. Maybe they do actually in name represent everything that America is. This derogatory this derogatory sort of terminology that we then turn into gold that they then want to mine.
Well, you've been White T. Johnson says Cowboys derived from Vaquero, a Spanish word for the
Vaquero.
Vaquero.
English word for an individual who managed cattle while mounted on horseback. Yeah, the derivative of a word doesn't matter in this case, YT. What we are talking about is its usage and weaponization, right? Because Negus meant king in Ethiopia, right?
Right. But it didn't.
But here,
YT
it turned
Johnson.
it turned into, it evolved
It's
into
negative.
nigger
Stop
here,
it.
right?
Yes, let's stop it. Stop it.
So what we're
and the
talking
people-
about
and the people in the feed. Yes, that's another reason to hate the Cowboys. I don't know if the correlation is exactly my reason for hating them. But also the reason I hate the 49ers. Oh, Miss, while you're here, because they fired the one of the coaches, the black coach that actually got them the most yards, the most, got them basically where they're at. They fired him.
Cuchadamas just coming with random shit now. He said, Pedro, did you know that burrito in Spanish is little donkey? I do know that because a burro is a donkey.
I
And
knew that.
when you add ito to something in Spanish, it means little. So like Carlos, and then is Carl, and then Carlito is little Carl. You know what I'm saying? The one we don't talk about because he fucked that bitch over on the east side, and now your mom gets mad every Thursday on the 31st because it reminds her of that bitch that came over and broke up her fucking family.
Hey, calm down. Listen, Cuchadamas, why are you bringing up little fun facts? Cuchadamas means punk nigga. Don't you get mad at me. I'm messing with you because he's a big dude. You haven't met him, Pedro. He's a big dude, man. He smacks shit out of us. Yeah, Cooch is big.
He gonna slap the shit out of you. I said nothing but
he always says crazy shit to me. This motherfucker that inboxed me some of the craziest shit.
No, when you highlighted his wife comment, I was like, oh shit.
No, his wife is really nice. No, his wife is really nice.
Oh, Lord.
His wife is really nice. I when I met him, I was like, please don't hurt me. But please, big black man, don't hurt me. No, I'm big as him. Shut up.
Look, here she is. She knows something. She laughing. She knows something.
No, they came to the show. And shout out to Cuchadamas and his wife for coming to the show.
We appreciate you.
And I hope y'all laughed a little bit. But I just think the fact that cowboy, there is a negative connotation to it. And they're not changing the logo. They're not changing the name. They already did that with the Redskins, and they said the Commanders, which is horrible too.
Also, the Cleveland Indians are now the Cleveland Guardians.
Yeah, they had to change the name. See, now they're really going in. It means
he says Pedrito means small or minor fart. Actually, it means little Peter, which is little dick.
Wow.
But I have a huge cock. There's a difference between a dick and a cock.
Yeah. I didn't even know why y'all know why do y'all know the term for minor farts? Like that's the last shit I would look up on my Google search.
But actually Pedro in Chinese, I think in Mandarin or something, means stinky fart. So when I go to China, I'm gonna introduce myself as Mr. Hernandez.
Yeah, it'll definitely be the whole time you're there. But hey, Pedro, why you call him that? Like, I didn't mean that in a negative term. That's his name. I didn't.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I just gotta let y'all know something. This is funny to me that I never. Okay, my Shangri, I never really want to go in this deep on a comic, but
let's go.
But you gotta see this. And y'all gonna stop talking about Pedro's name. It doesn't mean smelly man or none of that. Y'all making shit up now. You're just making shit up. Stop it.
No, ped isn't feet. It's ped as in rock.
Right.
Peter, the rock. Like Jesus' right-hand man, the rock upon which the church was built. Pedro means Peter. Peter means rock.
Oh, he knows all of this shit, And you know what Shang means? It means Lord Conqueror. Fuck with me.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but my Shangri today, usually I'm trying not to feature one of our peers, but today they got to get it.
He asked.
There's a comedian who I know, and he, seems like a nice enough guy.
They asked me about it yesterday, Shane. I
Yeah,
gave a little opinion, but really wanted to defer to your brother
yeah.
just to see.
I've done sets on his show, and and again, I'm gonna keep it real. There's levels to this game, and I'm
Mm,
saying it.
mm,
And if he ever
mm.
sees this, Dave, you know what it is.
Oh,
You're a new headliner,
okay.
and I don't want to big dog you, but I'm not. Even though you're making more money than me because you troll and cater to the snow monkeys. This is
No crickets.
the milk crickets.
The ice locusts.
Yeah, we call them rice beetles. Which is a new one. That's a new one.
That's a new one,
That's a good
Doug.
one.
Yeah.
So I just pulled that one out of my ass.
That's a
A
good one.
comic is in hot water for saying this on stage, and I wanted to ask y'all, what do you think? It's about 30 seconds, so watch it and tell me what you think.
You wanted to show them the reason George Floyd got his neck nailed on. Don't ooh at that joke. It's just a joke, man. I would have never kneeled on George Floyd's neck. I would have shot that nigga. That was making us look.
Know about George Floyd before you get your ass up there talking. You really should know to be funny, don't you know that?
It's called comedy, nigga. How many more black fans I gotta hear that might leave? Oh, good shit, man. I got. Cause nigga, I was just warming up with that George Floyd shit. You ready to go? All right, baby. Okay. All right, you offended too, baby, with the braids? All right, you offended too? God damn, man, fuck. Y'all good? Or y'all about to... Oh, I'm...
Yeah, we come here all the time. We ain't never asked for about
I like Kyle Rittenhouse too.
Wow.
Get him,
His name
Shane.
is Dave Lucas. He's a comedian. He's getting a lot of heat about that. People are trying to cancel him. I wanted to see, what do y'all think? Now, I think that from what I know, and I watched the interview he did, what's my man's name out of Texas that does the interviews, the rapper?
Bun B is just the first.
No, not Bun B. I can't remember. For the people that know in the feed, let me know who he did the interview with. And he said some of the most ridiculous, ignorant shit. And I don't mean ignorant like I'm being ignorant, like black ignorant. I mean ignorance as though he just doesn't know.
Like, what do musician mean?
Yeah, that type
Whatever
of shit.
the fuck
No,
musician
I'm
means.
serious. He said a lot of stuff pertaining what racism is. You can't say the Klan is bad because one time the Klan helped me move my motorbike out of the mud. And but I don't, who's to say the Klan is bad? History, motherfucker. But I wanted to see, did y'all think that was hilarious and funny? Do you think he stepped over the line? Now, I'm not telling an artist not to do their art, but that shit was just not funny. And then the Kyle Rittenhouse,
yeah,
and a lot of the crowd left.
Listen, Gina Emerson says Happy Black History Month. That's what we get. Like I said briefly yesterday that like I don't believe in free speech. So
Right.
you can speak freely, but it might cost you something.
Like teeth,
Whatever, that shit could happen.
or consciousness. It could cause you consciousness.
But that being said, there's also like, you can be controversial, you can speak on these topics. Dave Chappelle does it all the time. But also, a lot of these comics are out here just saying things for shock value, right? Like just trying to say something to spark a reaction. And it's like, there's only one reaction you should be trying to get in comedy,
and
that is laughter.
But
It's
he got
it's
some
literally,
laughs.
it's so plain.
But he did get some laughs toward the end of it, and I just thought it was not.
No, those were uncomfortable laughs. Those weren't.
Like, I've seen his set.
That joke didn't kill.
I'm gonna keep it real. I've seen his set, and when he starts talking about people, because that's the big thing they do on Tony Hinchcliffe's show, and you know he's part of that crew.
Kill Tony.
Kill Tony. But I'm gonna tell you right now, David. Oh, David is not funny. Steals jokes from Twitter. Damn it! Wow. Somebody else said
Indictment there, Whitey.
Yeah, Heavens_Harmony says he's inappropriate, not funny. So how does this motherfucker selling out places? This is y'all fault. This is the general public's fault because you're the one bigging him up. And now he said how much he loves Trump. And I'm telling you, Davey something. What is the rapper's name? Davey D or
the baby?
No, he's out of Dallas. He used to be with the Scarface and the
Scarface. You talking about the Ghetto Boys?
Yeah, he used to be with the Ghetto.
Bushwick Bill.
No, Scarface brother.
What was my other man's name?
Yeah, I can't think of it. But the bottom line is he interviewed him, and you can watch the interview, and you'll see that David Lucas, even though, hey man, you get your bag, you're doing your thing. I understand it.
Willie D. Yeah, I was just about to say it. Thank you, 206.
Willie D interviewed him, and he said, and he was checking him, and the crowd was dipping out on him because it wasn't like a funny line. It was just like, yeah, I'll kneel on his neck. I'd have shot that nigga. And it's like, didn't you know that this situation caused a global fucking movement of people and possibly indicting all cops for what they do to us?
When we step into the Cooniverse, I think we have to look through their lens in order to understand the vision. Yeah. AJ Fitz says, got to remember his crowd is white. That's why.
Oh yeah, no, and they
catering. He's tap dancing. This is soft shoe. This is step and fetch it. This is
by the way, he closed the set with a beautiful rendition of Hambone. Have you heard?
Heard.
I just felt like, oh wow, they said lazy. Yeah, YT Johnson said lazy high school humor using N to be funny, corny. And but
Nicole A said he doesn't have the complexion for the connection, but he has the dance to take a chance. You know what I mean? Like,
so I mean, David Lucas. I'm not, again, because people always compare us, the comics. Well, you ain't doing this and you ain't doing that. All you did is special, but it wasn't Netflix. It's always something that we do. And people, when I was on the feed and I said something about it, motherfuckers actually agreed with me for the first time. They're like, yo, this motherfucker is just not hitting. And the fact he said he would kneel on, you want me to kneel on your neck like George Floyd, that's not a good look. I don't give a fuck what you said. It's not a good look. And then he says at the end, I cut it short, where he says, and I like Kyle Rittenhouse too. Oh, fuck you, feed you rocks, and take you swimming.
Well, actually, he said he wouldn't have kneeled on George Floyd's neck. He would have shot him.
Oh yeah, well
he would have shot that nigga. And I'm like,
JP Justice in the building. JP Justice laughs in the building. Represent New York City. But yeah, the fact that Dave Lucas actually was on there trying to, say, hey, it's my freedom to say it. Yeah. But don't get upset and say because he kept saying, please don't cancel me and all this other stuff. Can he even kneel? That is a fat joke.
Said, can he even kneel?
Yeah.
Here's the problem. People always ask, can you still get down? Hell yeah, we can all get down. Gravity gonna do that. The problem is, can you get back up? Yeah. Right? Like, I'm sure he can kneel, but can that nigga stand back?
Hey, what's up? And
he would still be on George Floyd's neck. They'd be craning that nigga off of
my 600-pound life would be the documentary. But the bottom line is, Dave Lucas, you can't get upset as a comic if you're gonna say shit like that. You got to be able to deal with the heat. And if people want to cancel you, and black people were walking out in droves and they were talking shit to you, then that's what it is, man. And a lot of your heckle lines, who said it in the feed? Said it. YT Johnson said a lot of his heckle lines are from Twitter. A lot of his heckle lines. Hey man, you look like you drive a taxi, motherfucker.
Good Humor Wasted said, was this a response to a heckler or what? It sounded like at the beginning of this clip that, like, he was telling somebody to shut up before you find out why George Floyd got you know, his neck kneeled on like that or something like it started off like that. So it sounded like, yes, he was directing the line at somebody in the audience. I'm assuming it's a black man,
Right, he did.
that he was talking to, and just because of the reference. And yeah, so but even still, and you know, it's just like it's like I said, it's one of those things that he's saying for shock value. Like there's no real joke writing there, right? Like,
all right, for the people that just came in on IG, I'm gonna throw it up one more time, just the beginning, so you can see.
You wanted to show them the reason George Floyd got his neck kneeled on. Don't ooh at that joke. It's just a joke, man. I would have never kneeled on George Floyd's neck. I would have shot that nigga. That was making us look.
That's when the people started yelling at him. People started walking out. My thing is, if you can't, what is it that old school saying? You can't stand the heat.
Stay out the kitchen.
Can't stand the heat.
You know,
don't let nobody put
fire.
Yeah, exactly. Can't stand the heat. Don't let nobody put hot coals in your pocket.
AJ said he looks 13 months pregnant. You know,
JP Justice says you do have freedom of speech, but you have many, but you may have repercussions. Exactly, JP. The bottom line is, if you do that shit, don't be whining and complaining about people want to cancel you. And when he's like, "Oh, baby, you leaving too?" Yes, bitch ass motherfucker. You're, and I've seen his set. I mean, I've seen his whole set. This motherfucker got and it was sold out. I did a guest set on his show, and he murdered when he started talking about these white people.
Mm-hmm.
So they came up on the stage, but it was corny shit. It's like, "Hey man, you look like you got one leg longer than the other," and they would go, "Ah!" And I was like, "What the fuck are they laughing at?" I wanted to shoot them all with like little poison darts. I just don't get it. But that's what comedy is right now. And the controversy is actually getting more followers. A lot of the stuff he said, he loves Trump. He's a MAGA person. During that clip, he says, "Yeah, you probably dumb. You probably voted for Biden." And all this other shit. We know where he's going. It's the Candace Owen route, where you get white people to give you a lot of money for dissing black people. Yeah. And get your bag, but know that there are going to be black people that mad as fuck about it and ain't going to rock with you. And there's certain people that will put hands on you. And he said, "I tell comedy because I can't fight." Well, you about to find out. Fuck around and find out. Because I'm telling you, I know people that would have walked on stage, and not to say I condone that shit, because if you're telling your jokes, because I've said some shit, but goddamn, you know, that was some coontastic shit right there.
Good Humor Wasted coming with some positive vibes at the end as we wrap up. Hopefully he learns from this experience and it makes him better. Yeah. He needs correction in a loving manner. It's Black History Month and Lent, so I'm feeling a little more sensitive and forgiving. You know what? Good Humor Wasted, I hear you. The way I feel is, fuck that nigga, man. You know, take your fat titty having ass.
Yeah.
And no, man, because you know,
what? And fuck his family. And fuck all the people that.
You know what? I could give negative energy in a positive way. Like, I hope that nigga never actually finds his bra size.
I hope he gets a yeast infection under his left nipple.
I hope that nigga's right foot eventually swells up and bursts.
Gout is real.
I hope that nigga's back eventually looks like his front.
Thank you, guys. All right, listen, bottom line is, look, fellow comic, and if you mad at us comics for talking shit about you, that's the way comedy is. Bitch! And he probably, no, he won't say nothing. If he see me, he'll say, "Was y'all talking shit about me on the show? What you gonna do?
Nigga.
What you gonna do if you see
back
me?"
Titty. I beat them back titties up, nigga, with 2 sticks.
You ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. You ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. You don't want none of this.
Nigga got
smoke.
Titties everywhere, shoulder titties, elbow titty meat.
And
nigga
I'm
got
fat.
fat wrists.
I'm fat.
If you got meat on your joints, nigga.
He's 3 of me. But
Joints
forget
are
the
where
fact
bones
that-
meet, nigga.
No,
Like,
but I get it. He does that stuff. The white audience loves it. They eat it up. They love it when we talk about each other from a standpoint that degrades us. So we're going to stop doing that. We just slipped out and let it go.
no,
I'm going to stop.
fuck
I'm going to
that
stop.
nigga, man.
I'm going to stop. JP Justice, I agree with you. Freedom of speech. You could be free.
Nobody stopped him from talking.
Nobody
He
stopped
said
him.
what he said.
But
ain't no freedom to like his shit. You ain't gotta like that shit.
yeah,
Man. There's
and
no
you know what?
requirement to like.
But you can say that all you want, but it could happen. It could happen all day.
And that's how I'm gonna treat them back titties.
Wow. You're just gonna keep hitting him with the wow. Yeah. I mean, the bottom line is, we're comics. Pedro says some dark shit. I've said some dark shit. I try to make sure there's a point behind my dark shit and my outrage has some kind of merit, not just a man ain't nothing better than kicking black babies. And then you think that, and that's your punchline, and all the white people clap and laugh, go, you know what? Kicking black babies. I like that one.
Violent, it's funny.
It's so violent, and yet you kick the black babies. When you know we're in a society where we're trying to get our shit, we just asking for basic shit like equality.
We trying to break stereotypes.
Regular shit like just don't prevent me from living my fucking life. So anybody white that gets mad when a black person complains, y'all are the biggest complainers of all time. They say black people stop complaining. Slavery was a long time ago, and Jim Crow was a long time ago. Well, motherfucker, it's still happening now. When you look at the housing, how they treat us, you go to buy a house, and your house is the same as a white person's house. Guess what? If you get it appraised, they will say, hey, it's not as much, hundreds of thousands of dollars less. So when we get all of that equality thing together, then we can just have a free for all and talk about all kind of shit. But until then, Dave Lucas, all the comics that feel that way, you're probably gonna get people talking shit about you. That's all. Just get it, get ready, and put on your cup. That's all it is to it.
And the question to because I saw a clip from like Tony Baker was talking about people were asking should he be canceled? Tony was like he shouldn't be no comic should be canceled off of one joke. But I think what I'm learning is that if we look at his body of work, he moves within this certain space where he's willing to down the race. You know what I'm saying? Like consistently in order to climb. Yeah, crab in a barrel. And
right. Hey, but again, Dave, when I see you, I ain't gonna rock. I don't rock with you, but I'm not gonna because JP Justice was on the phone talking to us the other day. He said, you ain't gonna just punch him in the face. No, because I'm grown and I'm trying to not go to jail or knocking the nigga's face off. But
yeah,
I just feel like he that was a little much for that.
No, it was he crossed the line. It was tasteless. Alicia, select a man. I see you. What up, cuz? So no, he crossed the line with that one. And in terms of should he be canceled? I don't think there's not a cancel button, right? It's it's not this thing where it's just okay, let's all vote to cancel so-and-so comedian.
Dave Lucas will be canceled.
Lucas,
no,
yeah,
it's
just like listen, if you guys want to, if this goes with anything, if something offends you, stop fucking with it.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
And I'm not mad. I'm gonna keep it real. I get what you were going for. No, I don't. That's bullshit. I'm lying.
I don't know what the fuck. Well, that's because according to AJ, he's a white boy at heart, so we wouldn't.
No, he said if you watch the Willie D interview with him and Dave Lucas, some of the shit he said was crazy.
Lady Hazel May says he should race Cat Williams.
Cat Williams ran a 4.5.
I ran 7 laps around that nigga. It was 3 miles.
One time I flew to Saturn and I ran around the rings of Saturn. Don't get it started with Cat, because Cat and Kevin Hart are going at it more. DL Hughley and Monique are going at it. It's comic wars. It's I'm not. That's why I'm not starting a beef with him. And he could just be like, man, I'm booked all year and next year. And are you? And he could just, try to downgrade me. But real recognize real. You know what the fuck it is, dude. Hey. If we both doing a set, back to back, you already know what it is, son. I'm about to sun you. Listen, You know what it is. You know I'm hitting it from the 3-pointer line every fucking time. Stop it. Don't go there. Just say, yeah, you're in your lane. I'm in my lane. Your lane is catering and being a giant pander bear. And
Pander,
you're,
pander, pander,
you're,
pander.
yeah, you're a panda bear, and that's your thing. And you think it's funny. And he said on the Willie D interview, I do stuff I like. Well, and some people didn't like it to the point where they walked the fuck out.
Yeah, and that's it.
Hey,
And you know, and
good luck.
you know that there's no like one cancel movement or move or whatever. If you hear something that you don't like, you don't want to fuck with a dude anymore, or you find out that they always talk like this, and you know you don't want to judge one joke, but yeah, just don't fuck with them anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Or if you love that kind of stuff, you think like he's pushing the envelope, rock with it. I just felt like apparently he was on another planet and didn't know the George Floyd murder, because it was a murder, was a worldwide movement. It was global. It wasn't just, oh, that just happened in Decatur. That just happened in Minneapolis. No, it happened. The world saw this shit.
Listen,
and started a dialogue. So
I've said some rough things on stage. I have.
Yeah, I'm saying you.
I have. And I will always tell you that they were thought out, planned, and ultimately right. You see what I'm saying? Like ultimately, I'm preaching the right thing. I'm talking about the right thing to do.
Right.
And in this case, like that is not the right. The killing George Floyd was not the right thing to do. Therefore, your joke is not on the right side. It's strictly a shock value thing, which can be funny, can make people laugh.
I've said some shit.
Yeah, come on, man. Like we say raw shit, you know, a lot of time, but like there is a limit. There's an edge. There's a wall. There's a line. You know, like not everything's gonna be funny to everybody.
Right.
So you just gotta swallow that. But to say something like that in that way and then be like, oh, please don't cancel me. I'm like, nah, nigga. Just send your press kit to the motherfucking Klan now, and start doing Trump and MAGA rallies or whatever. Like, go to your lane. You change lanes, bro. You change lanes. You're riding solo in the diamond lane, nigga. Take the ticket. Keep pushing.
You know, I mean, I totally get it. I get what you're going for, because that's where you get in the bag. Tony Hinchcliffe and our whole crew and the Kill Tony people, who 99% of them ain't funny. And I say that to their fucking face. Y'all ain't funny. Y'all can't rock the way the people I know rock. You know, when you punching above your fucking weight class if you try to say some shit to me. But at the end of the day, I mean, to either me or Pedro, we mop you. And if you feel like you funny as us, why don't we do a little contest? You and me and Pedro and you and your best, we'll do sets first. And because y'all got a bigger following, you go up after us and let's see what happens.
And you know, I'm not even in the competition.
That's
why I'm like, everybody stay in your just everybody stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying?
Let's make it happen. Yeah, motherfuckers. You know, that's when you see when the person just loses logic. Yeah, motherfuckers, let's do it. In fact, meet me outside and I'm gonna beat your ass. No, I mean,
Lady Hazel May says you can say shit without actually saying it if you're talented, and I think that's kind of where I am. Is just like, I wouldn't need that to be like I could beat those guys at comedy. It's like comedy's not like that. It's very.
I'm not competitive.
Comedy is very subjective. Like it's probably the most subjective art form in the world, right? Like what is funny to one person versus another can be so extreme and different that it's just like
good point, right?
You know,
there.
Comedy competitions don't make sense to me. But 206 Nina says. Corey Holcomb says shit for shock value, but I think he's actually funny. And honestly, a lot of the things that Corey says are shocking. I don't think he's saying them for shock value.
Right.
And that's where I would disagree with you on that 206. They are shocking. I don't think he always is saying shit for shock value, which can be different. And sometimes you're speaking the truth in a raw way.
That happens.
You know, slaps people differently.
Tell them about
I feel what you're saying.
Boss. Come tell them about the gun line, boss.
Yeah, you know
I know that. Yeah, I mean, jingling. Listen,
gotta get some pie. That pie look good.
No, I MC Nicole H said, no, he's a big name. He's doing really well. Nicole H, right? Facts. I have forgotten his name already. No, he's doing his thing. He's doing far superior in the comedy world than me, and he's eclipsed me and eclipsed a lot of comics. He's
Who you
eclipsed
talking about?
Pedro,
Who?
David Lucas.
Oh, man,
You know,
that shit
because
don't
of
mean
the
nothing.
the money that he makes off of the Rogan show, and they embrace him. Sometimes people like to have a little black furry pet, and I've seen it. I've seen some white shows that put black people on there to mock them. And,
Yeah, I mean, it's
but
kind
he
of
does
like,
go at them. He does go at them.
y-
But it's not.
and look, Miss Averb is like, who is this guy? Nicole H is like, who? Yeah, and that's the other thing. The world is big. You're not gonna know when we say somebody's blowing up. It's like within a certain bubble or whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean. There are always going to be, like you said, Shane, those guys that and ladies that will play that role, and white shows that will use them, and that's how they end up throwing up black conservatives in our face. Like, well, how come you don't know what so and so is saying, and you don't know about this? And Candace Owens it's like, yo, I'll kick you in your throat. It's like,
Yeah.
I've heard all the shit they've said, or
Yeah.
enough of it to know that ain't the shit I'm talking about. So why would I sit there and listen to them until what?
Yeah.
They indoctrinate my
I
mind.
don't know if you ever had. I don't know if you had a knee bundle to your solar plexus, but it can happen.
Most people don't even know where that is, and then
It's
by the time they get hit in it,
yeah,
you can't breathe.
as soon as I hit you in the back of your brain cluster, it's a wrap.
And that's the other thing about these things. Breezy JJ's had never heard about him until
No,
today. So
but
there's a certain amount of blow up that's going to happen, a certain amount of cancellation, but at the end of the day, he'll probably be fine because there'll be a space for black people to talk like this, and he'll just
and there
end
is a
up
space, and then he'll be behind Trump with a Blacks for Trump sign standing there. And I mean, I get it.
with even bigger titties because Trump's
And
going
we're
to give
not
him
trying to
Big Macs.
soften this. Yeah, we're not trying to soften this. This is Savage AF. I really still think that was some punk shit he did and was some punk shit he said.
Oh, it's whole ass material. It's
Yeah,
not.
we
It's not
definitely-
even
it's
good
like-
writing.
Yeah, it's just punk shit, and I get it. That's his lane. Somebody said that's his lane. Somebody on IG said, that's what he do. I get it, but you know what? Still can be punk shit. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? You know what?
That's like being like, oh, the Joker blew up a bank and killed 12 people. That's what he do. Yeah.
That's what he do.
Like, well, nigga, somebody
you know what
should
I'm
be
saying?
stopping this shit. Or
Some people run up
speaking out
on
against
stage.
it. It's illegal.
Some people run up on stage and smack comics. I guess that's what they do.
Well, yeah.
You know,
Don't
where
try
was
that
Will
shit
Smith
on
when
me.
we needed him when he was?
Yeah, hello.
You know.
Keep my racist name out your mouth.
Yeah, I mean, it's just there are black racists, and that's what Willie D said. He said, "Oh, black people, some," and then he's like, "What does that mean?" When he said, "Some kinfolk aren't skinfolk."
No, all skin folk,
all
skin folk ain't kinfolk.
kinfolk. See, I did it opposite, but the bottom line is maybe that's how some people feel. I personally feel like, hey, man, I did challenge it. I don't know why I went immediately to challenge mode. Challenge! Like,
I bring them to the stage.
Yes, come to the stage and no, because I have challenged. I've only challenged one other comic. I'm not really competitive. I'm really not. And people think I am, and I'm really not. I'm so like, I get it. I know where I'm at. I get it, but I don't. I think there's one Ryan Davis or Ryan Davis.
Yeah, when he said that light skinned comics weren't funny.
Yeah, he said name one light skin funny comic.
Shane got at that nigga after that.
Yeah.
Shane really got to DMing a nigga like, bitch, I'm in Oakland this weekend, nigga. Where you at?
Pull up, nigga. Yeah, I flat out.
Shane really hit that nigga like, this just in.
Yeah, 1,600 people commented, and then they started taking it the wrong way. Like, let's have a light skin versus dark skin, and I'm like, no, I didn't want to do that. I meant just him, just him.
I mean, I just want to fight him.
No, I didn't even want to fight him. I said,
I know,
if you think you that funny and you think light
Follow
skin
me,
niggas ain't
yeah,
funny,
follow
I'll
me.
go up in front of your audience, and we'll see what happens. That's the only person I did that with. But then he inboxed me. Oh, come on, OG. That ain't how I meant it. Even though it was the words verbatim.
No, he did. He definitely said that.
Yeah.
Miss Adverb says, we don't go to Oakland. That's called a restraining order, young lady. Okay. We know the
I
laws.
do shows in Oakland. I just don't do them in San Francisco where 49ers are in the street crying. You know what? I didn't want the, you know what? I'm gonna tell you why y'all lost in the Super Bowl, Miss Adverb or Miss. It was that witch Taylor Swift. She put a hex on you.
It was the ghost of Kaepernick past.
Yeah.
Until you do right by Colin, you shall never.
You shall never pass.
None shall pass.
People are asking weird questions. We about to get done with this. I got to drive
Yeah,
out
we gotta
to
wrap this
Covina.
up.
You asked me what Juice 10974 asked me what happened to Montana Taylor. I have no idea. You know, but hey, wherever she's at, good luck to her. All the comics, even though we was talking some shit.
Wait, Montana Taylor? Who that?
Yeah, Montana Taylor used to host a Comic View. She was only other than Samora, she was the only female host. You know, and so but all the comics, do your thing. You know, if you're funny, do your thing, stay in your lane. All the comics want to battle each other, and you know, Cat talking shit about Steve Harvey and well, I don't like Steve Harvey, but still, I really, you know, he's a little much.
They're going to end up doing a versus for comics.
Yeah, and
and during the next pandemic, we'll all be sitting around watching comedians talk about each other's ankles.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be. Well, I don't know if Pedro's gonna. I'm not gonna be doing it. I'm gonna be
Nicole
going out.
said, "Where is Shucky Ducky?" Quack,
quack, quack. And probably in the same car Jamario's in.
Wait. The Montana thing. Oh no. For a minute, I had a flashback of what was the animated CGI chick that was like ghetto as fuck on BET, Quita or some shit like that, maybe, or some shit. Anybody?
Now they're asking us comedy questions. Hamburger. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, come on. We ain't.
Niggas
don't keep up with each other like that.
You know what? I know all.
You ain't heard from him. That nigga dead.
I did a show with Shucky Ducky in Vegas.
Cedar.
And it didn't. Yeah, I mean it's a tough business.
It didn't quack, huh?
It didn't quack. It's a tough business to stay relevant. So I'm not gonna hate on them from that standpoint. But at least they didn't say I'm kneeling my George Floyd kneeling on his neck joke.
That was tasteless.
That was some.
It's not even a written joke. It's just.
How do you spell it? That was oh shit. How do you spell ho shit? Yeah, that was bitch shit. Yeah, no, that was bitch shit. That's all. That's all. People can say bitch shit.
Yep.
All right, man. Listen, this weekend, tonight. In fact, tonight I'll be at the Laugh Factory in Covina. I'll be there with Ron G. Very, very, very funny comic. Gonna be very difficult to follow these people. Raymond Montoya, Stephanie Tejada, myself, and Walter Reyes, and Ana Venezuela. Did I say it right?
I think it says Valenzuela.
It's only one show, 7:30, and then I'll be. I'll probably go see the Bob Marley movie. I'm really anxious to see it. So if you happen to be, it's at 7:30 tonight in Covina. Then I will be. Where am I at after that? Are you doing the Chateau this weekend?
I'm not at the Chateau this weekend, but I might just kick in the door, waving the 4-4. Monday, I will be at the Hollywood Improv in the Lab.
Excellent.
Homeboy Brian McFadden from TMZ. He's got his night going. So 7:30 in the Lab, Hollywood Improv this Monday, the 19th. Let's go.
Okay, and then next week I will be at the Chateau. I'll be in Victorville, and then San Diego. I'll be at Mic Drop. Yes, Mic Drop comedy. Mic Drop Comedy Club, and then
the Comedy Depot place.
And then I'll be doing Laugh Chuckle Hut.
I'll be right at the Laughery.
Yeah, I'll be at the Chuckle Hut, and then Raymond Montoya just jumped on. What's up, Raymond? Raymond will be on the show tonight. It's gonna be tough following all.
Go see these brothers in Covina, man. It's gonna be good.
See if you can come out and check it out. And we will see you next week, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Pedro will be on ABC TV next week, and his special is going to be coming out. Black Pedro is Engaged. Then I'm probably in May or June, I'm going to shoot my next special called Don't Be Yogurty. So that'll be
Fruit at the bottom.
Yeah, so don't be yogurty. Yeah, yo play ass. Oh, yo play fruit at the bottom ass, motherfuckers. So we make sure you check us out. I just want to say if the country didn't burn up by the time we get back, or we don't have a fucking civil war, Savage AF will be back at you next week, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tell your friends to subscribe to the channel. Thank you to people on Instagram for checking us out. And check us out live when you see us coming to your town. Tell them 3 things they got to know before we get up out of here.
Number 1, stay black if you are black.
If you're black. Now that's
if you're black. If you're black. But if you are not black, number 2.
Right. Number 2 is
if you are not black, don't be black.
Don't be black.
If you not be black,
that's
don't be
pretty
black.
simple.
It's easy.
And it's easy.
Be who you are.
Right.
Number 3, keep your finger out your nose.
Yeah, don't be picking your nose. That's nasty.